It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is Cody Barton. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Commanders and the Pats, and it's all up next.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 17 carries, 68 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Jones. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for our Patriots.
Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route. He's got Parker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Patriots at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Elliott will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the Commanders' 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his 2nd NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 13 carries, 59 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Second down throw for Howell. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball is going to be caught.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very 1st quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down. That is incomplete. Hey, look at this defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
On now the rookie 4th-round pick, Chad Ryland, for the Patriot field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Their 2nd drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Howell down to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their #1 guy. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Robinson up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Howell. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Howell out of the shotgun. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And Howell will throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
A gain of 7.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit? Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England's offense set to go. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Commanders.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll go play action. Howell. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here's Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. It's his 9th rushing touchdown on the year and 11th overall, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 14, Patriots 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones to the right side. He's got Parker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here we go, get set.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Foul to the air on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And the Washington first down.
Throwing here, Howell. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it's stopped with just over a minute to go before halftime. It's Howell with another throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now Jones. That'll be caught by Parker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And that one at the half with the scoreline of 21-10. Isaiah Pacheco with 2 touchdowns there. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who have the lead in that one at halftime. Jordan Addison, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now Howell. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds Douglas complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Jones. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone.
Now that Patriots sideline not happy with what just transpired, and they're going to throw out the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. To throw again on second down. Jones, a dump off to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back them.
And this is called. Touchdown, Patriots. From a yard out. And the Patriots are back within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Washington offense heading out. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Howell. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. They go to Elliott again. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Pass incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Jones now, off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. A gain of 22.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things at 17 all. That's another field goal, his third of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring them level now.
I like how you put that in there. It brings them level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on fourth down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Faking the handoff, Howell. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Howell down to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Second down and a run by Robinson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
And the Commanders' first down.
Now Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
This a 2nd and 8. Handoff now to Robinson. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 32. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on third and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise I knew he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Off play action. It's Howell. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on fourth down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. The play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Powell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. From 13 yards out. And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This is 1st and 10. Jones. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
It got his man complete.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up the 3rd down. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late. And they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Commanders, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New England, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.